When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Purdue's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Takes the handoff. It's McCoby. There he goes. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Ross. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it off, just keeps moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
The give on the inside.
Big implications today, and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pauly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Going to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Boilermakers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of to shoot. Quick toss to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Rush is on him. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge.
Ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Makes the catch. It's McCoby. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. You're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Notre Dame will come to the line. That huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to throw. It's Carr. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Boilermakers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run it from the gun, finding open areas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. After run, now throw. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long,
and he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. It is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Third down play from the gun. Got a man. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's in open space downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field,
turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already...
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
A 10-yard loss.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the running back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's McCoby. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Lob. Powers through the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Love. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's McCoby. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. you're trailing late in the fourth quarter and you need touchdowns, like, got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to have to happen to get back in this ball game.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another.